Hello, everyone. It's time for your daily applaud because I can't get enough of this machine. Let's go to her. Let me switch you around. Oh, do you love this machine? So many of you have already purchased this machine and you're wondering what you can do with it and how you can do with it. Let me turn her on just so there's some light on her. Oh, do I love this machine. This 5-inch throat. Oh, is that amazing? One thing I hated about sergers, well, my least favorite thing about sergers when I first started using sergers was how squishy they were right there. I thought, how can you really see what you're doing? Well, right there, 5 inches. You are going to see everything. So let's go to the project of the day. Here we have the little bluebird. Now, do you remember yesterday I talked about how you can do free motion quilting with the Applaud with a chain stitch? Well, looky here. I have taken a wide cover stitch and I have couched this in right there. And that is so fun. I'm going to show you what I did that with. But I want you to notice also this whole project, including all of the piecing, was done on my serger. And I used my Triumph and my Applaud together. Even though I can do all of the cover and chain stitches on my Applaud, I wanted to use some overlock stitches right here. I have 2 rows of borders that you really can't even tell because I've got that wonderful faux fur yarn in there. I've got me a little flap right there. That one was a great accent, I thought. I'm going to flip it over for just a sec and look right here. I installed this zipper. Okay, I'm going to have to use 2 hands there for a minute. I installed this zipper with my Triumph. Now, I've told you you can install it with the Applaud, and yes, you can. All you do is use the same stitch up here with wipers. It's going to be the same thing that you can do right there. But right there, I've got that in with my serger. I love it, love it. Okay, let's get back to the front here. So first of all, I have this wonderful couching stitch that goes all the way around right there. Oh, Paula, I'm so excited. I know Paula just bought her machine and she's so excited. And Jan, I know you've had plenty of time to play on your machine. Does anybody else have an Applaud that they're just excited about and they want to learn more on? I'm going to have this as a class, probably not tomorrow or next week, because I've got a lot of traveling coming up right now to do the Applaud events. And I'm so excited to do that. In fact, we just added another one yesterday. And I'm going to be at Oma Darlin's in Kentucky, Beaver Dam, Kentucky. And that one is going to be in December, but I'll give you more details on that Thursday. This right here is the yarn that I like to use. This is the faux fur yarn. In fact, here's what it's called. Furred, Furrill. I thought that was a D at the end. It's called Furrill. I know, I can't look through the camera and do it at the same time. This is the fur that I like to use. And I can only find, I haven't looked online for it yet. There's only one store around me that carries it, and it is amazing. All right, so this is it right here. And you can see the back of it. It does look like it's got a backing on it. I don't know how they do this, but I just love it. But that's what the back looks like. That's what the front looks like. So when you stitch it down, of course, it's going to be flat, right? And then you're going to get your cute little tool and you're going to fluff it all out. But we'll talk all about that in the class. But right here, I had drawn the lines that I wanted this bird to follow. And then all I had to do was follow the lines with my stitching. And I believe I even started and stopped right in here because this right here came down and around, and then this one started up there before it could come down. This was such a fun project to do. I hope you join me to do this project. I will get it posted very soon so that we can all sew it together. But I love this. You can do flowers. You can do all sorts of things. And you saw the pillow that I did. In fact, I'll bring that one out tomorrow because it's one of my very favorite things to do. If you have any questions on this most wonderful machine, this is the machine that you're all going to have eventually. I tell you, this is amazing. You're going to want it. You're going to want to keep it. You're going to want to have it in conjunction with your Triumph. You may even have a Euphoria. You may have an Acclaim. But just know that this is a wonderful addition to your sewing room. It is amazing. Paula says, I'll be on board for this class and buy the fur. Paula, have you signed up for the bag class yet? The bag class, we use the same fur, but we're making that evening bag. And it doesn't mean, I think most of the times when you do, like when you try a new recipe, it doesn't mean that that's going to be the only recipe you ever do with that technique. That means it's going to introduce you to a technique that you can use this with. And your mind is going to race and think, oh, I could put that on my Levi's, down the side of my Levi's. There's so much you could do with this right here. Once you learn the technique and you practice it and you find out all the fun things you can do with it, you are going to go crazy. All right. That is all I have to say today. Let me flip you back around. And I want you to know that we are there for you if you want to learn more about this wonderful machine. I tell you, she's right by my side most of the time because I love it. And I'm always trying to think of new things that I can do with this machine because there is so much. In fact, when I talked about embellishing your Levi's, I saw one the other day. I saw a pair of Levi's and I thought, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. And so my mind starts wondering how I can do it. Paula said, I was really on the fence about buying the Applaud until I watched your videos. Oh, it will sit next to my Triumph. That's exactly where it needs to stay, is next to your Triumph. Don't put it in the closet. Don't put it under the table. Don't put it back in the box. Keep it out. When you keep it out along with your Triumph, you will use it all the time. I mean, your sewing machine, do you ever put it away? No, it stays out there all the time, right? Should be the same way with your Applaud and your Triumph. But keep them out, use them, love them. And if you have any questions on what you can do with it, or maybe a technique you need to understand, or a setting or something, please let me know. We're going to talk more about this. In fact, you might get sick of hearing me talk about it. So sick that you're going to have to go buy one. You're going to have to go buy one because I tell you, the things you can do this with this machine, it's a game changer. Totally a game changer. Okay, I'm going to do another spotlight tomorrow. Be watching because I don't know when. Okay, thanks everybody, and thanks for joining me today, and know that we'll be back. Okay, bye-bye.